Good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here at the top floor of the penthouse of the Brave Inn in downtown Bellevue. People would dream to be standing on a floor like this, and if you're not on the floor and you want to, take a back seat for the next 3 to 5 years of your life, well, that's your prerogative. But I'm sure you can understand and fully be visible and fully aware of who I'm standing next to. My friend Ryan Conley here to my left. We're doing a Facebook Live. I'm still a little bit new to the Facebook. Believe me, I'm not new to Facebook Live, but I'm kind of new to having the exciting opportunity to do my first Facebook Live here with my buddy Ryan Conley. We had a great lunch today. I mean, you should see the space that they're operating up here in the 33rd floor. And you know what? Hopefully you'll have an opportunity to be up here. A lot of exciting things. I'm going to pass it on to my friend Ryan because he obviously...
Tell him about the jungle here that we got for the DJ coming. Give me a little tour. Just go ahead and point out the jungle. Tell about the jungle, what we're doing about DJ.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, I don't think there are any other places in the vicinity of downtown Bellevue that will be able to cater to a DJ that will have its own jungle, waterfall, lighting.
Waterfall is coming down here.
Waterfall, lighting, jungle. State-of-the-art
right here.
State-of-the-art equipment. The parties here, you will be hearing about them not only for days after, but for weeks after.
I'm not the rain conference we got coming up in a few weeks.
I would love
the Super Bowl.
I would love to. I mean, I'd like you to talk about that because it's like I don't want to step on the doctor's toes. I mean, why don't you kind of give them the flight plan and how the surgery is going to go here?
Well, it's amazing. So stem cell coin, which is a coin project that we're working on. My stem cell doctor, Dr. Tammy,
and I saw you were on the examining table a couple days ago and you were walking through. I like the little disclosure you said, if you're fearful of blood, probably shouldn't watch it, right?
I was getting my testosterone pellets, but it's really important for us. Health is the first wealth, and stem cells needed to get out to the world, and that's what we're working on right now. So working with people like Richard Sherman and these Seahawks players and stuff like that, and showing that stem cell injections could be the cure to the traumatic brain injury of the football players, which is like 40% of most of the players,
Right.
Shout out Seahawks.
So we're excited, we're excited to launch a lot of new, exciting opportunities coming up here on the horizon. There'll be a podcast show coming up that we're in the process of working on. A lot of events coming up with artists. So I don't want to let the cat out of the bag too much.
Let's even talk more about those. So you have your own office in the back that we're setting up. Do a little panoramic real fast, Julian, with a gas fireplace or anything here real fast. You want to show them your office real quick?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm still kind of learning the area here, but follow me. Come on, follow me. It's like MTV Cribs. The only thing you won't see is like the shoe collection.
Furniture's coming here, so don't, adios,
Yeah.
So
there are interior decorators.
Yes. I'm not an interior decorator.
And we're not joking, ladies and gentlemen. We always say this is a penthouse, so
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been fortunate and blessed for my friend Ryan here and Aaron and the team here to be able to utilize this corner office space in downtown Bellevue. This will be where a professional podcast studio will be built out, where I'll be interviewing quite a few people. You can see the views here. I mean, I could probably, conduct my own weather reports for the TV stations.
There you go.
Watch the weather cameras and give traffic reports too on 405. So, what else do you want to add to this, my friend?
Well, I'm just really excited because we're going to be doing a lot of exclusive interviews with different artists that are coming to town. G-Eazy called yesterday.
He's a great guy. I've known him for a long time. I've known Rick Ross.
So what we're going to be doing is having you help run these events before they have their show the next night. We'll have private events up here with about 150, 200 people promoting them, where the money that comes in, the people are monetizing underneath the artists and giving a launch party before their big deal the next time. So.
I'm excited. And, we're not talking about, C- D+ artists here. We're talking about artists who who are branded well, who've got good publishing deals, who've got good deals, and like I said, I'm a non-hype type of guy. I live in a reality, and I feel like the reality that I live in is the past conversations that I've been having with my friend Ryan and Aaron and the whole team here, and I don't ever associate my brand, unless I've done my homework and research, and I believe in the cause, and you know, how it's changing people. I mean, from the medical side to the entertainment side to the PR side to the publicity side. So this is really no joke. Yeah.
What do you think about the music out there we're creating right now? Future music, the monetized future music that we're talking about, where basically ticket sales, all your people will be getting paid in ticket sales off the monetized already in your social media and all that in the songs.
I mean, I think it's an opportunity for everybody to shine under that sun. I think that's the best way to put it.
Is that an issue nowadays? Like these artists, they're not really, they're small. It's hard for them to make a career, right?
I mean, he's so right. And for someone that's been on the radio platform for 19 years in Seattle, and then prior to that, I was at Def Jam Records. So I've seen and worked in both angles of the music business. And like Ryan brought up a good point. He says, you know, when a new artist signs to a label today for publishing purposes and for merch purposes and everything that kind of goes into the contractual agreement for a new artist, the label takes a lot. So the artist still has, you know, dollars and cents to be able to allocate for their own personal funds, but it does affect people, and it does affect a lot of these new artists. So I think what Ryan is trying to get across here is that's about to change.
Yeah, especially when the developers we just had nice duck with down at Peony Restaurant. It was good dinner.
Delicious, delicious. Thank you. One of the best vegetable fried rices I've ever had.
Shout out to Peony. It's simple, just rice. I was like, what the? Shout down the duck. Anyways, this whole thing with this technology, it is the future. Like this music industry has got to change. Do you feel this is the next level above the iHeartRadio?
100%.
Do you feel it's the next level above the let's see, Spotify? Do you see how we can combine these all together?
100%.
So what we're attempting to do on the technology side here is Harris is to go ahead and have something that's like a combination of like a ticket master of a Live Nation at like a Spotify, like a iTunes, all together in one platform.
Right.
Everything that plugs into that. Imagine guys getting paid on all your musician friends 10 levels deep. Is that awesome? And then you're retweeting and actually sharing that music, and more people are buying that music because you mentioned it. I mean, how cool, right?
And especially when we get the studio and kind of the office space / studio.
You guys come up and kick it, you know?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're okay with, you know, people coming up, I mean, it's your spot. So, I mean, it's...
I know he associates with wonderful people. I really impressed with your resume on putting on all the summer jams. Like, I've never had so much fun conducting an interview. Hiring someone in my life is Harris here, and I just know that he's going to be able to lead and orchestrate all these moving pieces to make this just go boom. Justin Bieber, hello. You know, what's up, Selena Gomez? What's up? You know, everyone, all these musicians will monetize. This is the future of this. I just want to stress again, technology, we look at, everyone's talking about the blockchain technology, and it's like, that's the future. Blockchain is technology, is the future. I just want to emphasize the next technology is monetization.
Correct.
This simple term, because you've been exposed to this now for a while, as I explained this to you. The monetization movement is, hashtag monetization movement, we're saying, I've said this concept for 2 years, it's going to come with the tidal wave, only needed to happen one time, which will change all of global consumerism. You understand what I'm saying, right?
100%.
Whether it's organic food distributed worldwide, if it's solar panels worldwide, if it's music or anything
fashion.
Like this, fashion, boom, 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 boom. So this is what
I feel like TV changing.
Amazon, like this is with the decentralization of Amazon. So that just leads me to this flag here. Okay, we're gonna share here. Corporate America, guys. So what's happening with decentralization is going to start with the tech giants first. The decentralization of Google, the decentralization of Facebook and YouTube, guys. This was with pre-search, which I've shared as the next phase, Google, that pays the people.
Right.
And the decentralization of Facebook, which is FutureNet.
Correct.
And those two combined in a power play where you're getting paid to search for knowledge instead of the corporation taking the money within the social media network, a combo package. No one will leave that right there, and all that money goes back to the people.
There you go.
Over $100 billion going back to the people a year right there across the world. This is what's taking place. So it starts with the decentralization of the tech giants, guys, the virtual tech giants, and then you will see the other corporations go. It's divine timing, guys. 2018 is where it's at. There's no question about this. This is going to create an economic spark, and that's why I felt so confident to go ahead and hire Harris to come on board with us to run this and have him be the voice as he interviews the Sean Kemp that's coming in later on today, you know, or whoever else, you know, or with the Floyd Mayweather for stem cell coin or whatever we got going on. So, I mean, the content that we're going to be producing is going to be off the charts. We have our viral person that's actually going to have our videos edited and done with intro vids and very professional.
And of course, I have a human Rolodex of a few people, and I've spoken to a couple of professional that I know personally, sound engineers who build out TV stations and radio stations, and there'll be a team of guys coming up here and building out this room professionally where, as myself being the host, I'll have a co-host. There'll be 4 guest mic positions.
They're really hot too, okay?
Yeah, okay. There'll be 4 guest mic positions. And, we'll have a DJ a place to DJ.
Whatever he wants. I just said go do whatever you want here, right?
And I appreciate that, Ryan. I appreciate that. All the best, everybody. I hope everyone had a great New Year's, and I hope that the New Year's has served you well on a health-wise, on a prosperity-wise. So anything else that you'd like to say? Thanks for giving me the opportunity to do it. I always watch your Facebook Lives, and I see people coming in and interrupting the set and your phone ringing. So it's kind of a fun opportunity to be standing, next to someone. And by the way, I've known Ryan. We've known each other for a long time, but we recently actually reconnected. And I feel like, when the stars and moon and everything kind of line itself up, it's the right opportunity. So I appreciate you reaching out to me when you did. And, you and I go back to, what was it, the Metro Park days, right?
Yeah, my ex-wife was like your personal shopping assistant.
Yes, she was. So shout out to Bree.
We got a shout out coming in across the airways from Jason Crummer and Paula Mergel. They're saying hi. Nice one, guys. They're interested in this stuff.
Yeah, happy Martin Luther King Day.
Happy MLK Day.
MLK.
Happy MLK Day.
I love filming with this guy. He's awesome.
It's a day on, not a day off. That's the way I look at MLK Day.
Let's focus on today, just enhancing, changing the world right now. And the best way to change the world is through this mission that we're working on, because we can change the whole entire system, and just putting it, instead of putting a Band-Aid on, just like really reinvent the system.
Right.
This is a purpose-driven life. Like every day, Juliana, I saw her 4 o'clock in the morning. This morning, she's like, "I'm excited to go to work."
You've got a great. You've honestly, Ryan, just from the staff members that I've met here today. I mean, you've got a great staff who are very professional, who understand the daily focus. I always say, let's be brilliant at the basics. Let's get it. If we have to ask questions, we do. But if we're asking the same question multiple times, then are we getting it? So it's been very. You've got a great staff here that I'm excited to align up with. So.
Well, I guess let's just touch bases, because we're talking about music, and I want to paint the picture 3 months out when we have a crypto concert 2018. Do you want to kind of elaborate on what this means?
I don't want to give away too much, but we've been having some good meetings down here, and this is not going to be some a small little venue concert. This will be an opportunity where there'll be multiple opportunities built in to how this show is routed. We're looking at it, most likely, obviously, groundbreaking out of this market, since this is, where we're from, and we're familiar with this market, and we're familiar with the nuts and bolts and the demographics of this market. But I think with proper due diligence and proper connections and proper resources, this will be able to span, into multiple markets around the country as more of a festival, national festival, a multiple city tour, where you guys can benefit by potentially winning a pair of tickets, maybe an airfare package, hotel airfare tickets to come see one of your favorite artists of choice, maybe in Miami, maybe in Chicago.
Hey, why not Ibiza, right?
Maybe Ibiza.
Craig Fleek says, looking good, looking on point there, Harris.
Thank you very much. Hey,
I love this guy. Is he good or what? Huh? But this is really cool, because to elaborate, on top of these conferences, on top of the concerts, you have it the different coins outside. So like you show up 2 hours before, you learn about the different coins, like the coins in the free energy markets, the Futura coin, the stem cell coin. And we invite you guys, EOS, any coin company out there that wants to be part of Crypto Concert 2018. So this will be where people come in and learn something. Then we get into the concert with different artists out there. There's artists out there that really don't believe in the old system. When you stay out there with all this crackdown in Hollywood right now and stuff like this, I think there's a better way. Do you see how the monetization and the blockchain can really change all this?
I do. And I think there's a lot of hungry artists, especially the new ones, like the Migos, for example. There's new artists out there that are given the correct platform to be successful domestically and internationally, to be able to get their merch sales top notch, to be able to get their album sales, their downloads, and that's what it is today. It's downloads, it's merch, it's touring, it's endorsement deals, it's card deals. So with these new artists, just the leverage and the opportunity for them to be able to come into the mix for something like this is only going to make the sun, bright even shine.
Every coin has a cause, a purpose for being there, and a lot of them have a cause for a cure, a cause for whatever it is. But talk about these artists and the cause for them being there and all these different coins and how vital that is for the whole concert.
I mean, like I said earlier, this is kind of, it's larger than kind of the conversation that we're having now, from the illustration and from how I've learned how this concept is looking right now. I mean, it's the medical side of the conversation, it's the music side of the conversation, it's the lifestyle side of the side of the conversation, it's the fashion side of the conversation. We all have to put clothes on every day. Thank you. We all have to put clothes on every day. We all have to get dressed. We all have to go and see the doctor for our physicals once a year.
Yeah.
We all have to eat healthy and live by a good diet.
And whether this is from a thrift shop or Gucci, it's all the same stuff.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely. And someone like Ryan, who's definitely fashionable, you believe in it, and that's why you're building what you're building.
You gotta be comfortable. Comfort is key.
Yeah.
It was also Todd Ryan Conley, as crazy as that is, John Ryan Conley.
Generation far away.
You want to kind of just, I want to give an intro to you and just say thank you for everything that you've done. Like what we've accomplished in 1 week together.
No, likewise.
I mean, talking about stars aligning, Todd Ryan Conley, who I have no idea just shows up on my life at my party here, and we have had fun, and you're coming to the Super Bowl with us and everything like this. Like
we're doing some great things around the Super Bowl, the Grammys, NBA All-Star Week, leading up to a number of concerts and causes. If we look at all the great work behind something like an iHeartRadio bash, we view this as something of that magnitude that's going to happen right here in the Pacific Northwest.
And like I said,
benefit everyone.
Not to interrupt you, excuse me, but at the end of the day, all this can happen with the right, nuts with the right nuts and bolts and dollars and cents. And I wouldn't be standing here on the 33rd floor of the Brave Inn in downtown Bellevue. You guys can, look it up and figure out probably what a space like this costs a month. We're not coming to you here from a little condo, kitty corner here on Northeast 8th or whatever. So,
well, I'm just excited to. I could go on and on, but we'll just keep it to the music today.
Yeah.
And just be watching what happens with this new setup in here, because it's gonna be fun. I'm just looking for the interviews, and I guarantee you, within the first week, we're gonna make something really crack off.
And a shout out to all my boys on Twitch or whatever your medium is. This is going to be a production studio that's available to get out those positive messages and vibes 24/7.
And we promise the next Facebook Live will be half of the duration of this one. This was just the opener.
I can't promise it.
Well, it might be longer.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's Ryan Conley.